Carpeting completely gone. Absolutely no way to save any of this stuff. The ceiling will be gone, the walls will be gone. Here we have a bathroom off to the right. Look at the amount of soot. It is so heavy. You can't just clean that either. There's a special technique that you have to use in order to clean soot, but when it gets to a certain point, there's absolutely no way to do it. And the amount of water and the climate conditions here has made it impossible to clean. This bathroom will have to be completely gutted, taken apart, all drywall, sinks, toilets, tubs, tile area, tile surround area, all of that will have to be taken out and redone. This bathroom will be brand new when it comes back together. There's really not much to save in here. There's the top of the pedestal sink. It's completely gone. The faucets are gone. There's a towel that's got way too much soot. What you see there is an antifreeze poured into the toilet or any plumbing fixture lines to help protect the possibility of maybe keeping them intact. In this particular case, there isn't any possibility of keeping anything intact. It's all going to get replaced. There's the soot inside the medicine cabinet. The sponges hanging on the wall. There's the tub. Again, antifreeze or a antifreeze product is poured down the drains in a situation like these in order to save any kind of plumbing lines so they don't crack. And it basically saves the overall repair cost of the house. You're trying to prevent further damages from happening, actually. Yeah, there's the ceiling. It was a blue ceiling with a blue soffit area and a beige wall. All of that has to be replaced. There's a shot around the toilet area here. Boy, it's completely messed up. None of this stuff's worth saving here. Okay, we're going into the bedroom. On the left is the kids' rooms. It was a blue room at one point in time. You can see all of the soot that's collected along the molding up there along the top of the ceiling. Yeah, all that stuff right there is got to be taken and replaced. Again, fire department took a hole, put a hole right there in the ceiling. You can see the roof. You know, that's roof sheeting right there. This is your ceiling joists right here. Yep, you can see this will definitely have to be replaced. Now, and there's something else to note is in houses like these, you see that's electrical wire. That type of wire is no longer allowed in today's standards. So there's a situation here where we'll have to actually do quite a bit of updating on electrical codes and stuff. Again, another hole in the ceiling to help trace any possible damage of fire along the way. See the damage on the bed? Look at the soot. That's soot. Yep. Okay. ResPro is taking a complete list of all of the clothing in this room, the stuffed animals like this right here. These animals, we can clean stuffed animals, but these are pretty far gone right now. Not much we can do with these. And if the fur has been burnt or something, it's completely beyond repair at that point. Okay, here we have the bunk bed. On top of the bunk bed and some personal belongings that are being sorted out for inventorying. Here's the closet again. ResPro came in the night of the fire now and took out the emergency clothing and the clothing in general in this particular location in order to be able to return the items to the owners to get a sense of some ability to start getting your life back together. When one of these fires occurs, it seems to just throw your entire pattern in life off. And one would have to think so. I mean, you know, your living conditions, your rhythm, your bathroom visits, everything like this is now being altered. You're living in a temporary housing condition and everything. The clothing that you are used to wearing, you can no longer wear because it's been damaged by fire, or, you know, it has to be cleaned at the minimum. This is all the insulation. All you see here on the floor is insulation coming out of the attic area. We're going to head in towards the kitchen. The destruction in this area starts to become far more prevalent. I mean, you'll see some of the things that a fire can actually do. It's pretty ugly, so get ready for it. You see the soot on the shelves? This is very, very heavy soot. This was a pantry type closet off the dining room. What we're looking at here is a dining room. This room was off of the front room. Okay, so there's a dining room table. See the soot on top of the dining room table? There was definitely so much smoke in here you could not even see in this room. If you had gotten caught in this fire and not known the actual house or an exit route, you could have been in some serious trouble here. Look at the level of soot on the walls. It's horrible. Again, we're back with this pergo flooring here. Transition from the front room into the dining room. The pergo flooring is it's a nice flooring. It holds up really well, but not during fire. Nothing holds up well during fire. That's a set of windows going out the backyard. That's facing the backyard off 62nd Street. Garbage can, window treatments falling down. Okay, here we go. We're going into the kitchen. The ceramic tile will have to be replaced. All of this pergo flooring will be replaced. The water gets under the subflooring, and then the climate conditions cause the water to freeze and things of that nature, and it breaks all of the seals on the subfloors. So your tiles will never, you can't just repair or clean the tiles because your mortar lines will start to crack and things of that respect. And if you look at these tiles, they're actually larger than a 12 by 12 tile, so that makes it even more difficult to try to preserve anything like that, because the larger the tile, the harder it is to go ahead and set the tile, and the firmer the foundation it has to be, or the tile will crack, and then the mortar lines will crack. Here's a view of the countertop. Now this is the countertop in the kitchen. Here's the window treatment, melted, literally melted right off the window. Here's the sink, almost, I'm sure, just about the way it was when the fire occurred. Here's the countertop. Again, here's the dishwasher. Yes, it's a dishwasher. And then the cabinets. Okay. There's the kitchen cabinets. These cabinets will have to come out. The soot gets into the cabinet grains. It makes it very difficult to clean. But there's also areas of the cabinet that aren't sealed, and the smoke gets into those areas, and it's impossible to get the smoke smell out. Now if you look here, that's above the window. That's the light above the window. And that's ceramic on the wall. All of that's got to come out. Mortar beds are all cracked. There's absolutely no way to save that. There's your window treatment right there. Melted right off the window. Again, more holes in the ceiling that the fire department must put in there in order to be able to make sure that the fire isn't traveling anywhere in the ceiling. Now I'm going to do a reverse pan here of the kitchen where the stove is, in an area that we couldn't see when we first came in. See the damage? See the damage on the cabinet? See the damage on the cabinet countertop? See the damage on the door right there, the decoloration of the door? Okay. Let's look over here. There's a refrigerator right there. Oh boy, what a mess. Oh man, there's another hole in the ceiling. Now that was a track light. Look at the damage on that track light. The heat probably just popped this like it was like nothing. Like you're popping one of those little plastic packing insert things. It's just amazing the amount of heat. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure it's 800, 900, 1200 degrees or more floating around on the top of this ceiling. Let's look at the ceiling. You can't even tell what color the ceiling was. Look at the molding. This was a very nice house at one point in time. Look at the molding. Well, it'll be a beautiful home again too when we're done, but anyway, that takes you back into the dining room area. There's the chairs and all that stuff. We're going to take a tour on downstairs. It gets ugly from here. Uglier. Notice the level of soot on the walls. We're now going into the basement. Everything you see here will be completely taken out, replaced. There is nothing that's going to be saved at this point in time. That's the back door. Well, where the back door was. There's a screen door, and the board-up company put a piece of plywood over the back door to secure anybody, to secure the house and the belongings. Look at the soot. Now we're going into, that's the soot in the ceiling area. Okay, we're headed downstairs where the fire actually occurred. It's a little eerie at times. This is a master bedroom. You walk straight into the master bedroom. Look at the ceiling. The heat vent just warped. The heat was so hot it just warped the heat vent. There's a window at one point in time. It looks like everything just popped out of there. It didn't burn, it just popped out because it was so hot. This is the bedroom set. I mean, it was a very nice bedroom set at one time. That's the bedding. That's the closet. Look at the damages level. Look at the damage. See, when ResPro came and got the clothing, they only take the items that they believe can be cleaned. Any items that cannot be cleaned gets written up as a total loss, so the insurance company can reimburse the homeowner for the items that they've lost.